Support this podcast via our Patreon and get more writerly goodness. Visit patreon.com/nanocast to join up.
Welcome to NaNoWriMo Every Month. My name is J. Daniel Sawyer. I'm the author of some 20 books, 34 short stories, and numerous articles and other things, and I am your guide on this journey to use NaNoWriMo to level up to professional output levels. Welcome to The Questions, Episode 52. Today, JR asks, I'd like to get better at writing shorter stories since it forces concise prose, but inevitably the plot is left flat and unfulfilled. What is the trick to making plots work for shorter works? Well, JR, it's all in one word. Stakes. Your plot needs to live up to the promises that you make at the beginning of the story regarding the stakes. A story, in order to work, needs a character in a situation with a problem. And over the course of that story, that problem needs to either be resolved or the hero needs to fail at resolving that problem. The problem is what's at stake. These are your stakes. And you want to pick stakes that can be resolved satisfactorily in a short story, which is 2,000 to 10,000 words. The stakes can evolve over the course of the story, but they should always be relevant to what the main character is worried about, what their concern is. The trick to making plots work is picking stakes of an appropriate sort. Large stakes like, I have to save the world, those aren't appropriate, but you can smuggle large stakes in by having your small stakes be a fulcrum event that turns the larger wheels of the world. So, I have to save the world may not be appropriate stakes, but I am a missile silo commander and I have to prevent my crazy subordinate who's just taken control of the room from launching the nuclear missiles and destroying the world because he's a member of a doomsday cult. Those are appropriate stakes for a small-scale story. I have to fix the relationship with my father is probably not appropriate stakes for a short story because, generally speaking, that kind of thing is very, very complicated. My father and I are estranged, but I can show him that I still love him by bringing him and the buddy he was imprisoned with in the last war together again for a reunion. That's something that's achievable. I have to stop Satan from devouring the souls of the world. Probably not achievable, unless your main character is delusional and thinks his landlord is Satan because of his crazy wild eye and decides to kill him before his evil infects the planet. Then you get a sort of Lovecraftian take on The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. The stakes need to be achievable by your main character. They need to be relatable to your audience, and the relatability is chiefly achieved through your main character. And then you need to draw the stories with enough depth and density to hook your reader and pull them through. If your plots tend to be escaping, it's because when you hit a point of resolution, rather than your character trying and failing and trying and succeeding, you're having them trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing. You're basically extending the sequence of events by having more try-fail cycles. So, for a short story, you want something that can be resolved in a number of try-fail cycles that can be contained in a short story. The question of what that number is interesting, because it depends a lot on how you write. I have read some short stories that contain 50 or 60 try-fail cycles in the first half. I've read a number of others that contain 1 or 2 try-fail cycles in the whole story. So when you're going through the try-fail cycles, you want your failures to be rapid, and you want your retries not to branch out into a spiraling larger plot. You want to keep the stakes and the scope contained. And if you do that, what you'll find is that your plot works and fills up the corners of your story, which is exactly what you want it to do. I hope that helps, and I'll see you tomorrow. NaNoWriMo Every Month is written and presented by J. Daniel Sawyer and produced by Artistic Whispers Productions. Visit our website at NaNoWriMoEveryMonth.com and leave a tip in the tip jar or join the Patreon to support this podcast. NaNoWriMo Every Month is copyright 2016 by J. Daniel Sawyer and Artistic Whispers Productions and is released under a Creative Commons Non-Commercial Attribution No Derivatives license.